Good? Are you having fun? Awesome. Sweet. It's my second time in Austin. The last time I was in Austin was for IckyCon. Does anybody go to IckyCon? Anybody? Well, you don't count. You work for the con. I know, true. No, but I'm very happy to be here. I would have been here yesterday, but I actually could not make it. I had a prior engagement that I had to take care of. So what did I miss on the first day? Did I miss anything huge? They did?
It's not coming.
Oh. What a tease. Oh, well, I'm here now, and I'm very excited to be here. I was really hoping that I would be able to make it, so yay, I'm here. Are you guys awake? Yeah? I am not. I got only about 2 hours of sleep last night, and then my flight left. Yeah! Represent. No sleep, represent. My flight was at 6 a.m. this morning. So I am here for you guys because I love you guys so much. But other than that, so you guys are here for a panel. I did not choose the name of this panel. Apparently it is Lauren Landa 101, something like that. So it's the 101 on me. So you guys can ask me questions and I will respond as I like. That means I can be sassy, that means I can be nice, that means I can do anything I want because it's my panel and I got the power. So, does anybody have any questions? Oh, yes. Ooh, what is my favorite type of music to listen to when I'm just trying to relax? That's actually a very good question because I have two specific genres that I like. I like classical, but then I also like the music that they play in massage spas, you know, massage salons, like the very, I don't know what you would call it, tribal or just the very relaxing kind of music. That's definitely something. They have a whole album for it at Bed Bath & Beyond, so don't judge me, I bought it. Don't judge me. Well, I mean, I am a fan of Beethoven, but none of his music is relaxing. When I listen to Beethoven, that's more of like, you know, because he was kind of, well, you know, first when Mozart started, he was known as the, you know, the rebel, the, ooh, this stuff is new. But then Beethoven just blew that out of the water. So, to be honest with you, I can't remember, I mean, I know the composers' names, but I always can't pinpoint which piece goes to which composer. But there's no particular piece that I can really remember. It's just but classical can definitely help with that. So, hopefully that answers your question. That was a very interesting question. Thank you. Yes. Yes, you, blue shirt. Is there a type of character or a specific character? Type of character. No, I've gotten to play all the characters, all the type of characters that I could possibly play. I'm often cast as you know, sensual or sexy characters, which I'm not going to complain about. Those are fun. So, and then I get to play, you know, bratty little girls, and then I get to play, you know, like really creepy little boys. You know, it's always fun. Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much played all sorts of types of characters. I don't think there's a type that I haven't played yet. I'm playing. Let's see, I think I played a really, are there any kids in the audience? Cover your ears, little ones. Really bitchy character recently, and which I cannot say which character it is, I can't talk about it. But she was awful. She was absolutely awful, and that was the first time I had ever played that type of character. But as far as I know, I think I've played pretty much a good majority of them all. So, yeah. Yeah. How about you? Well, let me explain how the process works. So what happens with voice actors is we will get, there's a couple different ways that it could work. The first is that we get an audition. and we are told, I'm sorry, are you filming, love? Oh, okay, that's fine, sorry. I know they're doing it for the con, but I hate it when people film my panels. Because it's just creepy. I'm just looking at all these cameras and I'm just like, oh God, I feel like I'm being judged right now. No, you can take pictures, that's fine, love, you're fine, you're good. No harm done, we're all friends here, right? Yay, heart, everybody, right? Anyway, so the first way is that we get an audition and we are told, okay, you're auditioning for this character or this character, but we want you to read for this character as well. And so if we're familiar with the show, or if we can look up the show and find out information about it, sometimes we can say, hey, can I read for this character? I want to read for this character. So we end up recording the auditions, and then we send them in, and then we find out if we're cast or not. And if we're cast as a character from a very popular show, we're not going to turn it down. We're not going to turn down any work, really, unless, of course, it goes against our own morals, which some people don't even do that. But there are some people that if they turn down a role, it's because they don't agree with it, or which they have every right to do. But as far as us, we don't choose the roles that we are cast as. When we do, it's because they are good for that. If an actor chooses a role for his or herself, it's because they know they are right for the character and that they can probably play that character again. So we don't get to choose. Not that we don't like who we're cast as, but no, we don't really have a say in the matter most of the time, if that makes sense. So, but no, in answer to your question, I've never really turned down a role, or I've never not taken a role because it was popular, or just taken the role because it was popular. I am cast as characters, and that I am good for, that I am a good fit for, and I am very grateful for that. So I've just happened to have played a lot of really cool, badass characters. So, yes. Has anybody ever told you you look like Mr. Clean?
No.
Never. Sorry. That's a compliment. He's a good-looking guy. Sorry, what was your question?
Well, my question was, who's the favorite character you have played so far?
Favorite character that I've played so far. So, do you have children?
No.
You don't have children. Okay. Does anybody here have children? Okay. How many? Just one? What? Just one. Just one. Just you. Okay, well that doesn't count. How many kids do you have? 2? Would you choose a favorite? Yeah, exactly. I can't choose a favorite character because it's like choosing a favorite child. There was a hilarious story. I was at Colorado Anime Fest, and I do have permission to tell this from this woman who said that because she and I laughed so hard about it. But she asked me the same question. She said, who's your favorite character that you've played? And I said, well, let me ask you something. Do you have children? She says, yes, I do. I said, how many? She said, I have 2. One of them is right here. I said, oh, okay. Would you ever choose a favorite? And she just looks at me and she says, not in front of them. And I'm just like, oh, that's terrible. It was so funny. But, and her daughter got a kick out of it. And I said, can I please tell that story? And she said, by all means, please do. I said, perfect. So now I tell that story every time someone asks me that. So, I'm glad this guy in the back's getting a huge kick out of it. I love it. No, so, favorite character, I mean, there are some favorites over others, but not just one. There's no way that I could ever choose one. I mean, if we're going into characters that matter a great deal to me, Attack on Titan was my first show with Funimation, so that will always be very near and dear to my heart. Again, not to mention the fact that it was my first show with Funimation, and I happened to play this incredibly badass character, who I feel nothing like exactly, but she's pretty cool in my eyes. She's a little crazy, but who's not in this role? And then, Sailor Moon was the first anime that I ever watched as an anime fan. And Sailor Neptune became my favorite character, and now X amount of years later, I'm actually playing her. So that's pretty special. And let's see, what else? awesome. Oh, yes. Well, I can actually officially talk about this now, so I'm really, really excited. Most recently, a couple weeks ago, I was finally able to announce that I'm going to be the voice of Mio Naruse in Testament of Sister New Devil. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's an awesome show. It's an ecchi show, but it's an awesome, awesome show. There's action, there's drama, it's awesome. That show was very fun to be a part of, and that's probably one of my absolute favorite characters that I've ever played. I had way too much fun on that show. Probably shouldn't have had that much fun. So, anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Mr. Clean, sorry. That's gonna be your nickname for the weekend, I'm sorry.
That is my nickname at work.
There you go. I'm sorry, no, you can't avoid it. You can't escape it. Do we have any more questions? Yes, Link. Do I like tea? I do like tea. I like fruity teas. My favorite fruity tea is probably anything with pomegranate in it, or what is my favorite? Pomegranate, or what's that one I really liked? Or raspberry. Orange spice. Oh yeah, orange spice is good. It's a little too spicy for me. Like I drink it when I'm not feeling that great, but I do like orange tea. I really, really like orange tea. Oh no, lemon. Oh, lemon's really good too. See, you got me all teed out. So peach is good. I don't think I've had peach tea. So, but I'm sorry. Can you calm down, please? Can you just calm yourself? Thank you. Just take a breath. You okay? Do you need a water or anything? Are you overheating? Are you okay? She needs peach tea. There's water outside. If you need to, are you good? You good? I'm gonna give her crap all weekend, and she's gonna love me at the end of it. I just know it. I think she already loves me now. I have dubbed her my Uranus for the weekend because I think she could make an amazing Uranus cosplayer. So you know, hint, hint, Jen. Just you know, hint, hint. I will always be your Neptune, always. It's been confirmed. Funny story, another funny story. So when Erica Mendez and I were first announced as Uranus and Neptune at Anime Expo, we both wanted to do something a little cute because, you know, as most of you probably know, the original 90s dub did it a little differently. So we were like, okay, well, how can we go out there and pay some sort of tribute to this? What should we do? So I said, can I kiss you on the cheek, Erica? Is that okay? And she's like, yeah, sure. So we went out onto stage and I gave her a little peck on the cheek. And somebody loved that so much that they took just that clip and posted it on YouTube. And I think the title is Lauren Landa and Erica Mendez, I'd ship it. And I'm like, hey man, that's cool, bro. And then we were at Anime LA together. I was sitting in on Erica's panel, just in the audience, and nobody knew that I was there. Nobody knew that I was there. And then this one girl raises her hand and she says, I have a question. And she says, yes. And she says, I was wondering, what are your thoughts on people shipping you and Lauren Landa together? And Erica's like, and she starts laughing and she says, I don't know, Lauren, do you want to answer this one? And all of a sudden I hear this, like this gasp in the audience. And then I said, well, I mean, that one person on YouTube totally ships it. And she says, right. And then she tells the story about the YouTube clip. And then after the panel's over, this girl comes up to me and says, I had no idea that you were in the audience. I'm so sorry. I said, why are you apologizing? That's awesome. She's like, I was the one that put that YouTube clip on. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And she's like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, why are you apologizing? That's amazing to me. So I love fan experiences. It's a lot of fun. So, any more questions? Any more? Yes?
What was your acting background before you got into
I started in theater. I started in theater, which if anyone is interested in acting, that is what I recommend, getting involved in theater. Theater helps train you for pretty much everything. And if you're interested in getting into voice acting, again, theater, you definitely want to start there because voice acting is not just reading from a script, it's acting. And there's a puppy out there. Hi, puppy. Bye, puppy. Okay. Puppy ignored me. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's okay. Anyway, so yes, my background is in theater, which helps train you for everything. So, theater is wonderful. Good sir in the back, you had a question.
Out of all the anime that you've watched, what's your favorite ship?
What's my favorite ship? See, here's the thing about these favorite questions, guys. It doesn't work. Okay, favorite ship. Oh, man.
Go with current.
Top 5, top 3.
Current favorite ship, huh?
Top 5 or 3.
Top 5 or 3, thank you. That's so much better, thank you. He's like, I got your back. Okay, got your back. I'll start with top 3, and then I'll probably go from there. All right, well, wait, out of all the anime I've seen, or anime that I've done?
Scene.
Seen. Okay. Well, I mean, this is no particular order. There's no particular order because I could never choose a particular order. But I was a big fan of Fushigi Yugi, so Miyaka and Tamahome, obviously, even though they're really annoying after a while. They really are. They make fun of it in the OVA, where they're constantly just like, Miyaka, Tamahome, Miyaka, Tamahome. And it's like constantly back and forth, it's funny. Let's see, what other favorite ships do I have? Well, one of my current favorites actually is wait, who's up to date on season 2 of Attack on Titan? You guys are? Okay. The girl next to you, your girl's like, I'm not. Are you up to date? Oh dear. It's all good. Well, this isn't really a spoiler, but it's actually, who's seen Attack on Titan Junior High? Oh, Attack on Titan Junior High is really, really funny. One of my favorite ships is actually Annie and Bertolt, because that is officially a ship, so I'm very excited about that. And then let's see, what's another one? Oh, you know what I really like is, I don't remember his name, and it's gonna drive me crazy. Who's a fairy tale fan? Fairy tale? What's the... She's like, that's what I know fairy tale. What is the Iron Dragon's name? Gajeel and Levy. I'm a total Gajeel and Levy shipment fan. Wow. Yeah, no, I love the two of them together. Holy crap, there is so much fan fiction on them. It is not even funny. Let's see, what other one do I like? See, this is a good question because that's what I really care about when it comes to anime shows. I'm like, okay, who's gonna end up with who? That's me, all me. Let's see. Well, one of my favorite ships is Mio and Basara from Testament of Sister New Devil, which is coming out in October. Just FYI, little tiny pitch there. Anyway, let's see what else. Favorite ships. Uranus and Neptune, obviously that kind of goes without saying. Haruhi and probably, no, I can't choose one for Haruhi. There's too many good ones. She like fits with all of them except for Honey Senpai, because he's too pure. He's too pure, and he's too immature to have a relationship. So I'm just like, honey, you just go eat sweets and you be good. You'll be fine. I'm gonna think about some more. That's a really good question. Does anybody else have any questions while we are, yes, Mr. Clean. Sorry.
Do you have, I will call it. Do you watch the ones that you do voiceover for? In Japanese first, so you have a good idea how the character is about the original, or?
Well, not necessarily, because sometimes it's not always available. And I don't pirate anime, so sometimes I don't really have the option to. And honestly, we don't really have the time to all the time. So we really have to rely on the director. Sometimes we do. Sometimes if we have enough time and if it's available like on Crunchyroll or something, then we can choose to watch it. Some people choose not to because they want it to be a raw experience and they want to experience everything naturally, which is sometimes what I like to do, unless I'm just really excited about the show. And then I'm like, I need to see this now. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Yes? Oh, man. Hobbies. Well, I have a lot of hobbies. I just can't think of them right now because my brain is so tired. I'm a big movie buff, so I love checking out new films, new flicks, new TV shows, all that. Like, what's a show that I'm watching right now? Well, I'm watching Game of Thrones right now, but I'm one episode behind. I'm one episode, but I'm sorry. Is there an issue? Do you have a problem? Are you throwing are you being sassy with me? Are you getting sassy with me? Is that what's going on? Do you need to cool down? Do you need to cool down? There's water right out there if you need to cool down. Let's go right now. Go cool down. Are you okay? You gonna be okay? All right. I told you I'm gonna give you crap all weekend. The con chair basically said, I'm gonna put you with a handler/liaison that, yeah, I think you guys are gonna be perfect for each other. And the moment I got into her car, I was like, oh yeah, we good. What was I saying? Game of Thrones, thank you. Oh yes, an episode behind on Game of Thrones. One show that I thought of another ship. But it's not a legit ship. Well, it is, but it isn't. It is, but I prefer another ship. Okay, so who has seen 7 Deadly Sins? Oh my God, all of you! Oh my God, that's amazing! Currently watching, what episode are you on? Okay, keep going. It's a little slow in the beginning because it's an intro to all the different characters, but when you meet Bond, it gets so much better.
Yes.
So, Bond is my anime boyfriend. So, yeah. He's a good guy. He'll treat you right. Anyway, my favorite ship, I love Bond and Elaine, even though it's kind of creepy because she looks like a little girl, but she's not. She's just really tiny and she's immortal. She's like over 400 years old. It's okay. But I actually wish that Merlin and Bond were a thing. I kind of wish. That would be an epic ship, I think. I think that'd be pretty epic, but it's not going to happen. Because Merlin has Escanor, or Escanor really likes Merlin, and that's all I know. I haven't read the manga or anything like that. But anyway, Bond is my anime boyfriend, so ladies, back the heck off. I'm not even joking you. Yes. Guilty pleasures. Probably movies that I shouldn't like what was that one movie that was just in my head? What? What is it? I don't know what that is. No. I haven't seen Sharknado, and I don't plan on seeing Sharknado. No, what is that movie that I'm thinking of? I don't remember. That's not gonna help. If I don't remember the movie, then I'm not gonna remember the plot. I'm trying to remember because there's a lot of guilty pleasures. For example, okay, I'll tell you. One of my guilty pleasures, TV show-wise, that I'm watching right now because I'm a huge dork and I haven't seen it in forever. Did anybody watch Degrassi? It's so terrible. It's so bad. But I mean, it's not bad. Like, the content is good, but it's still entertaining. So that's one. What was the other one that I'll try and remember it, but yeah, yeah. Well, the panel's not 2 hours. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, exactly. 2 hours of sleep. It was awesome. Pet peeve. Ooh, okay, that's a good one because I have plenty. So, how long you got? Okay, pet peeve number 1. I absolutely hate it. absolutely hate it when people are rude. I absolutely cannot stand it. If you are having a bad day, totally get it. You want to be grumpy. Being grumpy is one thing, but you don't need to take it out on other people. I hate when people are rude. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Another pet peeve. How do you spell your as in you are? How do you spell it? Huh? Okay, so you would not get on my nerves. People don't know how to type that stuff out, and it drives me crazy. And the theirs, you know, like, it's over there. Oh, it's their bag, or what's the other one? Or they are, you know, it just drives me crazy. Let's see, another pet peeve. Oh, when people are walking through convention hallways at 2 miles per hour on their phone when there's a huge crowd behind them, and I'm just like, Gah! And I like just have to run around them. I will actually yell at people, like not scream, but I'll be like, keep it moving, guys! Like I'm not afraid to be, you know, enthusiastic. Really? Do I? Make it happen. Make it happen, Jen, even though I suck at roller skating. I rollerblade, I don't roller skate. It's scary. I'll fall and I'll fall flat on my face. Oh, that's true. But then my butt will be bruised and then I'll be mad at you for it. You name your bruises? Aww, that's adorable. Let's see, another pet peeve of mine. Okay. Let's see. No, that's too good. Let's see. Oh, one of my biggest pet peeves is at home when I'm doing laundry and the other tenants in my building leave their laundry in the washer and dryer. So I'm like, I'm ready to draw. So much stuff is in there. Drives me crazy. Does anybody else have to deal with that? Right? It's annoying. Well, you guys, you know, the real estate out here is way different, so you probably have a washer and dryer in your houses. I don't.
Still happens.
It still happens. But wait, in your own home, but you can control that. You can take the laundry out. I can't take another tenant's laundry out. I will slaughter anybody that moves my laundry, including my underwear. Do not touch my underwear. That's just rude. Let's see. What is another one? This is fun. This is a fun question. This guy's like, this looks entertaining. Let's go in here. Hi, guys. I was asked what are my pet peeves, and I'm having way too much fun with it. No, actually, I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Let's see. Gosh. Getting stuck behind slow drivers. That's one thing. And I don't mean like slow drivers like going the speed limit. I go the speed limit. But I'm talking about like 52 on the freeway or 48 on the freeway. And I'm just like, get 65, you know, or 80, whatever. Yeah, it's very frustrating. And then let's see. What else? There's way too many. And it's really funny because I'm this very bubbly person and I like a lot of people and I'm very cool and I'm very nice, but I still have a lot of pet peeves. The internet. The internet itself is a big pet peeve to me because people like to take advantage of anonymity and they think that it's, hey, you know what, we'll write these comments and I mean, it's not like they can do anything to us because they don't know that we're saying it or they don't know who's saying it. And it's just stupid to me. It's a big pet peeve of mine when people are going through their own stuff at home or they feel badly about themselves so they have to push their negativity onto someone else. I think that's pretty poor form. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Let's see, what else? Anything eating related? No, because most of the people that I spend time around know to not chew with their mouth open. Really? Oh, I've I've never had to deal with that ever. Maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that in LA. Yeah, no, never had to deal with that. But yeah, those are some of my pet peeves. No. I have another one. At autograph signings. At autograph signings, I understand some people who come to conventions have social anxiety. I totally get it, 100%. I myself sometimes have a little bit of social anxiety depending on who it is or where it is and whatnot. However, when you go to an autograph signing and when you are going to be confronted with the person that you're getting the autograph from, it is basically common courtesy to just say hello and then just say, can you sign this or whichever. But to come up and then to shove your item towards me and then not say anything at all, I mean, again, social anxiety, I totally understand. However, go with the common courtesy. That's all I'm going to recommend. I understand that it's difficult to talk to people sometimes, totally do. However, that's something I would suggest. So, yes. Did it really? It hurt me too. When she yells, yeah. When she yelled a lot, like, turn off, or something like that, you know, or stop it, you know, that kind of hurt a little bit.
But as far as talking like that for a few episodes, or however many episodes it was,
Not really. It didn't really hurt my voice. It only hurt when I screamed and all that because it was in a different regimen. But my favorite part of Charlotte, by the way, first off, Ray Chase is amazing as you. He's amazing as you. He, you know, I've claimed him as my real life anime boyfriend because technically you and, you know, Tomori end up together. Oh, spoilers. You know, I like your tail.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She's like wagging her tail, she's walking out. She knows she's hot stuff. Yeah, that was a fun series, very fun series. One of my favorite parts is where they are just about to go see not Ayame. Oh my god, what's the little sister's name? Oh my lord. What's her name? Oh my gosh, the show, I haven't seen it in so long. It's an adorable name. Ayu? Is it Ayu? I'm pretty sure it's I think it's Ayu. I don't remember. Anyway, Ayumi, that's it. Ayumi, that's it. It's Ayame, that's dead or alive. Anyway, so Ayumi, when they're going to see Ayumi when she's sick, and they have to distract Takajo. So Tomori says, what? Is that a giraffe out there? Takajo says, what? And he like runs to the window, and she kicks him out like 3-story window. And then they're like, should we call an ambulance? And she's like, nah, I'll be fine. You know. You know who plays the brother, right? You know who plays Tomori's brother? That's Vic. Yeah, Vic plays my big brother. Yes, he does. He's cray-cray in that show. Poor guy. But no, it's a wonderful show. It's a fantastic show. It's really good. If you guys have not seen Charlotte, I highly recommend it. It is really good, and it'll hit you right in the feels. Like literally right in the feels. Like right in the middle of the series. So, yes? Live action acting or film? Thank you, I appreciate that. I would disagree with some of the photos that I've seen of myself online, but people don't know how to take pictures in flattering angles. So when you guys like shoot from up here, all you're gonna see is double chin, and it's terrible. So I cannot look at the pictures online. It is awful and horrifying, and I'm just like, guys, I know I've gained weight, but Jesus, you don't need to rub it in. But thank you, I appreciate that. When I started acting, since I was little, that's what I wanted to do. And it's still a goal of mine, but I'm not in a hurry to get there. So kind of like how voiceover happened, it'll happen when it happens, you know? I'm okay with kind of going with the flow. So, but thank you, I appreciate that. Have you seen, you've seen the legit Street Racer movie, right? Or Speed Racer. 2 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, I'm sorry, 2 hours of sleep. Oh, okay, so you haven't seen it. Oh, you did, and did you not like it? Fair enough, some people did, some people didn't. I thought there was some, I like Susan Sarandon and, no? Okay. He's like, no, I'm just gonna stop you right there. Nope. I thought that there were some parts of it that were kind of crazy and kind of cool. I like the music though, the music I think is pretty cool. But gosh, that movie had a huge budget, so, but yeah. Yeah, but thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes! My favorite fairy tale character? Gajiel. I think, yeah, I've always been a big fan of his, and also David Wald is, I love David Wald, he's amazing. He's a great character, he's an awesome character. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, once you start, you can't stop. My character is in it for a very small portion. She's in like episode 85, I think, something like that. Her name is Katya. She's adorable, and she has a little green buddy with her. So I don't know the end. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I stopped watching it because I was like, okay, this is taking up way too much of my time. That's why I don't watch shows like One Piece or Fairy Tail or Naruto or Bleach or any. Do not get me started on Inuyasha. Do not get me started. Every single episode, I'm like, okay, Inuyasha, Kagome, it's gonna happen at some point, right? I mean, really? And then like 50-something episodes later, I'm like, really? Still? You just proved my point. I'm like, oh my god, this is taking way too long. And then Kikyo had to get mixed in with everything. I'm like, you are keeping them from being just pick one, Inuyasha, just pick one. It's not that difficult, just pick one. Sorry, that's my Inuyasha rant. And then you got Sesshomaru coming in and out of the picture, and he's just always trying to beat up his brother, but it's like, okay, but you wanted to feed him, but then you don't, and then you end up leaving, and then you come, it doesn't make any sense. I just that, do I need to cool down? Oh. You were holding that in, weren't you? You're like, I'm gonna use that at some point. No, I actually do like the story of Inuyasha. I think it's a great story. I just wish they had gotten more into the love story. That's all. But, oh, is it? Oh, good to know. Good to know. Do we have any more questions? Huh? What about it? I did. I was female Robin. I did. That was one. I did. Yes, sir.
You watched Gurren Lagann?
I started watching Gurren Lagann, but then they killed Kamina in like the 3rd episode, and I'm like... Right? I'm just like, what? You just killed the best character in the entire show. Why would you? Okay.
Why would they kill the
character?
character?
You know, and...
Game of Thrones all over.
Oh yeah, total Game of Thrones. But that was before Game of Thrones, wasn't it? I think just a little bit, so... Game of Thrones, I don't even want to get into that, thank you very much, because the first season killed me. And not for the reason you think. It wasn't for, okay, who has not seen Game of Thrones? Do you care if I spoil it? Do you care? Okay, I don't give it's not that I don't give a crap, but first off, it broke my heart about Ned Stark. That broke my heart. But then you had to go and kill off my favorite character the entire season. Can you guess who that is? No, I'm talking about the first season. First season. I'll give you a hint.
Syria?
No, I'll give you a hint. He's Aquaman.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, you done killed my Khal Drogo. What the F? What? I I was so sad. I'm like, he'll be saved, whatever. And then like when he has the thing in his chest and he just pushes it out, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. But no, it's like that kid. Do you need to cool off? Okay. That is what killed the mighty Khal Drogo? An infected scratch? Are you kidding me? Yes.
Well, if you think about it, he wouldn't have died in battle and he had to die somehow.
Maybe, I don't know. It's like, but that's not really. I don't count that as battle. That's like a bar fight. That was like a bar fight, and I'm like, that's not battle. That's him still being a badass. But still, out of all of that, I'm just like, it's really sad. But what I love is how Jason Momoa actually did an interview saying, you know, my family's been watching Game of Thrones the first season, and I haven't talked yet. And all they see is me walking around naked and you know, performing these acts with Daenerys, and I'm like, no, really, I have a purpose. I promise. I actually do have dialogue, and I'm like, it's okay, you can keep doing what you're doing. You can have dialogue, I don't care. But when he talks for the first time, it's like, oh, sweet, now he's actually getting into it, and so but they went off and killed my favorite character. But for those of you who are caught up, how about that opening scene in the first episode of this season? That was badass. So good, so good. Everybody who's not watching Game of Thrones, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about.
Show me that opening. He goes, this is the way to open a season.
Oh, you guys want to watch something that's like super that you will never be able to forget? If you haven't seen it, if you have not watched Game of Thrones, just to torture yourselves, you should go watch The Red Wedding. The Red Wedding. It is terrible. Yeah, just start off there. Just start off there. It's absolutely awful. It will disturb you. You will not be able to forget it. It's incredibly hard to watch. Incredibly. Yes?
Have you seen Westworld?
Okay, here's the thing about Westworld. I started Westworld. But I'm sorry to disappoint. I couldn't get into it. I could not. Does it get better after the first episode? Does
it does.
Wow, they disagree with you.
Fuck you.
Not 18 plus, buddy, not 18 plus.
Sorry.
He just feels very passionately about this.
Sorry.
I love, some of my favorite shows are, not in any particular order, but a couple of my favorite shows, Sons of Anarchy, one of my favorite shows. Peaky Blinders is an amazing show. If you have not seen it, see Peaky Blinders. Penny Dreadful. Penny Dreadful is amazing, and I can't believe there are only like 3 seasons of it. I just watched Riverdale. That wasn't bad. I liked Riverdale. I can't stand The Vampire Diaries. I can't. The Originals is way better. The Originals is way better than The Vampire Diaries. Let's see, what else? I just watched this new Netflix movie. Did not expect to like it at all. It's so good. Has anybody seen XOXO yet? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's about 6 different people that all go to this rave, this one rave. One of them is a DJ that's supposed to perform there. Another is a girl that is going there to meet this guy that she met online, that she believes is her soulmate. And then another character is the DJ's best friend and manager. It's a wonderful movie. Like, you would not expect it because, you know, it's about a rave and people get high and all that crazy stuff at raves, you know? But it's awesome. It's a really good movie, so I highly, highly recommend it. No, it's just every scene is, explaining where that character is at. So, like, for example, they're all going to the rave at the same time, or, when they get to the rave, they're all in different places. Like, the DJ kid is trying to get backstage, but he doesn't have a ticket, so they can't let him in. The 2 other characters that are involved in it are a couple that the girl is moving away because she just got this big job, and so they are looking forward to their last rave together, and because they feel like they're going to break up because of the long distance, so they have this journey together. It's about each person taking their own journey. It's really interesting, and not to mention it has good music. It has really good music, and the characters are great. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. I don't know how long it is. It's not like too long, but yeah, I highly recommend it. I've watched it like 3 times already. It's really good. Very, very good.
Sort of like the old 100 cigarettes.
Oh, no, I have not seen that. Okay, good to know. Here's the puppy, bye puppy. So yes, that is your homework for today, kids, is watch XOXO on Netflix. You will not regret it. It's really good. And it's funny too. There's some dramatic scenes, there's some funny scenes. It also, I guess, interprets what an acid trip would be, which I have never experienced, so it was very interesting to see that.
Still need re-experience.
It's, well, I guess everybody has their own experience when they have bad trips like that, so it's very interesting, and the effects are pretty cool too. You know how in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, they have like little graphics that'll show up, you know? Well, they do that in this movie too, and it's actually really clever, so.
Across the universe with water.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't seen Across the Universe in so long, but very similar to that, so, but highly recommend it. It's your homework, kids. I want you to go and watch it, and then when you come see Auntie Lauren at her autograph signing tomorrow, or her panel, you gotta tell me what you thought, okay? Okay, awesome. Do we have any more questions? What time is it? It's about time? Yes, one more question.
Are you single?
Am I single? None of your business. Yes, I am single. But, do we have any other questions, since that was a really, really cool thing? Yes? My reaction, so funny story about Attack on Titan. When I was sent the audition for Attack on Titan, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know that it was an anime. I just knew that it was a very popular show and everybody kept talking about it. I was like, oh, well, everybody's talking about the show. I don't know what it is, but everyone's really liking it. It's like how people are now talking about Yuri on Ice, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, sounds pretty cool. So then I get the audition for it, and I'm like, oh, it's an anime. Cool, awesome. So I auditioned for Annie, Hanji, Mikasa, Armin, because Armin was played by a woman in the original Japanese. And I auditioned for Krista, Emir. I auditioned for pretty much all the female characters, including, and Armin, not Armin's. Anyway, so, and then a couple days later, Mike McFarland, the voice director and also the voice of John Kirstein, calls me. And he says, hey, so we were talking to the casting directors, and we think that you'd be a really good fit for Annie. And again, had not seen the show, so my reaction was just like, yay, that's awesome, woohoo! And he's just like, have you seen the show? Do you know anything about it? I said, I don't know anything about it. I know that it's a big show, but that's all. And I just hear this. All right, here's the thing about Annie. I said yes, and he said, she starts off as a side character. I said, okay. He said, but she gets bigger later. Yeah. So I did not say that. That's all him. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't care. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I didn't get the pun because I hadn't seen it. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. So then people who were also involved with the show, I mentioned to them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing this person, and they were like, what? I was like, yeah, it's my first time writing animation, I'm excited. They're like, oh my god, and then I told them exactly what Mike said about she gets bigger later, and they all laughed. They were all laughing so hard, and I'm like, why is that funny? I don't understand. I'm just sitting here like a confused little potato. I'm just like, I don't get it. So it was funny, it was hilarious, and when I eventually found out, I had been watching the series, and I was texting Mike, I was texting Josh, I was texting Tatum, I was texting all of them throughout the whole thing, and, you know, with my reactions and all of that, and they were all loving it, because they had already all seen it, and then when it shows the female Titan for the first time, I was like, there's a female Titan? That's so cool! And Mike being the sly one that he is, was like, there's been a few here and there, you know? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think they've all been, well, they don't have genitalia, but I'm pretty sure they've all been male, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, okay. Like, yeah. So then it happened, then the big reveal happens, and I texted Mike, and I remember the exact text was, Annie, female Titan, WTF, or something like that. And he just sent me one word. Yep. And I'm like, now I get the pun! 4 months later! So, or something like that. But, so it was pretty amazing. I was tickled pink. I was absolutely tickled pink, and I still am to this day. And I can't wait. I really hope she comes back in season 3. I really, really hope. One can cross their fingers. I can't imagine that she wouldn't. You can't just leave the girl in a crystal. You just can't. She's not Snow White. You can't. So, you know, I'm really crossing my fingers for that. But thank you guys so much. I had so much fun with this. I'm rushing to my autograph signing now. But what room is that in, my love?
Right there.
Oh, it's right there. It's right next door. Awesome. Well, come see me there, you guys. Thank you so much. Go have fun.